Hello everyone, and welcome to this next chapter of the saga of two nomads. Our adventure has now taken us to the northeast province of Australia, Queensland. This province holds many gems, and Magnetic Island is certainly one of them. For our first day there, we decided to reach the island by taking a ferry. It's always a pleasure to feel the winds of the sea. We walked for about 9k, from Nelly Bay to the other side of the island at Horseshoe Bay. If you saw our last video, you know it isn't our longest hike. But the summer in the northern provinces of Australia is hot. So 9k for me was plenty. But it was once again totally worth it. It was also enough to have some fun with the giant trees. And connect with a very special local inhabitant of the island. Seeing this lady drop there just at our height was just what we needed to make all the effort worth it. And then, not only we saw another one, but it had a baby. Seriously, what's cuter than a baby koala? While exploring the island, we noticed a lot of empty beaches. So beautiful, but no one swimming. Just looking around, we did see the reason why. Jellyfishes, or as they call it here, marine stingers. More precisely, the urukanji or box jellyfish. They are one of the smallest but also most venomous of them all. Let's say you just don't go for a spontaneous swim when you know all of that. That's why when we did go in the water a couple days later, it was with a full wetsuit. That time, we ventured to the Magnetic Island on a sailboat. My love for sailing has roots deep in my childhood and my heart. I feel the most free and at peace when the motor is shut down and the sails are up. After a lovely moment, we arrived at a bay where we anchored and prepped for our swim. We explored the coral reef next to the island with a bittersweet feeling. It was great to swim with the fishes and see the reef, but also sad to know that it used to be much more vibrant with life. And that human activity has been responsible for a lot of the damage it is enduring. After our swim, it was already time to go, ending our time on the east coast of Australia. We then began a 33-hour bus trip through the Outback to get all the way to the northern tip of the country. During the first day of travel, we saw some charted lands, black for miles and miles. We later learned that the native people have practiced controlled preventive fires every year for as long as they know to protect as much land as possible from those devastating fires. Overall, our journey was smooth. Day became night, and then the sun rose again, and it was time to leave the bus with all our belongings.
Hey folks, here we are. We just got off a massively long Greyhound trip, riding for 33 hours. Now we still need to hitchhike like 2 more hours, so we're just camped underneath this tree over here, trying to stay cool under the gum trees.
Water, shade,
Keeping hydrated.
hot.
Just surviving, folks. It's got to be about 40 degrees today. There's some rainfall coming. This road's not very well traveled. We're just gonna wait it out. It's about 1 o'clock local time here in Pine Creek, Northern Territory, Australia, and we've seen some kangaroos today. We've seen some pretty flashy birds. A wild boar.
That was cool. A lot of termites.
A lot of termite mounds, taller than a human. And
we're pretty hopeful because there's only one way to go, and it's closer to our destination.
Yeah.
So anyone coming by is going the way we want.
Yeah, we're headed to Kakadu National Park, and tonight, if all goes well with our magic thumbs, we're gonna get to Kuinda Yellow Waters Campground at the Ngurunguru Jaba, First Nations land of the Aboriginal territory, and really looking forward to maybe take a cool dip in a billabong, watching out for the salty crocs.
Yeah. Maybe a shower, maybe a cold shower.
Maybe a cold shower. We'll see.
We'll see if it's safe in the
But
waters.
here we are, we're thriving. We've got a cooler full of food. We got high optimism, and
wishing the clouds away.
yeah, just for a little while. All right,
it is
folks.
wet season, so it might rain, you know. Well, of course it did rain, but we were comfortable under the outside layer of our tent, munching on some bush tucker some of the locals bring us when they saw that we were waiting there. And we waited for many, many hours. When finally... So this is our campsite. We are very much alone. Kakadu National Park during the wet season. Everyone was saying that we were crazy to come during the wet season.
Think not.
Think not.
We're here in the right time.
Yeah.
The tourists are coming.
We have pretty much the whole campsite to ourselves. I think there's like
probably most of the national park to ourselves.
Other people, yeah, national park to ourselves. A lot more wildlife, hopefully. And wildlife there was. Like this cockatoo. And more cockatoos. Oh, but wait. What's over there? Cockatoos! We were also lucky enough to see some brumbies. Anything with hooves has been introduced to Australia many decades ago, and these wild horses have survived in this very harsh climate for generations. Quite impressive. Hey, Dingo. We said hello to a dingo, but he didn't feel like having a chat. Good spook. Bye, baby. We spent a lot of time just being in nature, appreciating all the little things.
Here are two agile roos. They are quite hard to film because they are very, very fast. Hello, roos. Oh. One is gone.
We enjoyed our campsite and stormy nights. We also visited the local museum and tried some of the traditional weaving with some pandanus leaves and natural dye. At the very end of our time in Kakadu National Park, we went on a tour to try to spot some salties. Navigating on the flooded lands, going around giant trees. Our guide was a very skilled driver, and also quite good at spotting salties. After this amazing experience, our time in Australia was coming to an end. We thank country for welcoming us and being so generous. When leaving in the scorching 45-degree heat, walking for at least 5K with all our things, we recognized her power and got humbled, struggling to make it to the main road. It's all part of the adventure, and we're here for it all. Goodbye, mates, and see you for the next chapter of our saga.